Kenya Kwanza is the ruling party, has numbers, and he talked about tamaking. I expected his name to be among the CSs currently released.
I think we'll come to that. Minor has a plan. So
yeah. Oh, he has a plan. Or maybe they're going to change the list.
No, not anyway, I don't know. I mean, he can defend himself. But
what's an aspiration?
Wala and Karobia, are you guys telling us that we should give up?
No. We are just saying give him time.
We are just
it's less than 100 days into government. Yeah.
And another thing,
we're just saying give him time. There's so much. Let me even jumpstart you guys. As far as employment is concerned, he's already launched the suburban upgrading. Yeah. He's saying
It's
instead of Kazi Mtaani, people picking
around there.
It is not new, but he's jump-starting you guys by giving you guys a head start. Instead of asking for Kazi Mtaani, come, do this construction works, get even certified. The youth are getting certified while working in those construction sites and getting papers by National Construction Authority that will propel them to the next step. If you've been a mason here, you can move to the next site and by the virtue of this certification, get another job. He's just created 2,500 employment opportunities for youth who, in one area, who did not have employment before. It is not new, but is he propelling it and moving it faster? He's definitely doing it.
That's a good point.
It had stalled. It has stalled.
And
he's done 3 projects in less than those 100 days. So 2,500 times 3.
Do you know how
do the
new
math.
it is?
Hold on.
Let me explain to him, because I was at Kibra yesterday. And this is how unique it is from how the
previously it was being done.
How handshake government was doing it. Everything was done by foreigners, right from recruitment of the workers,
the contractor.
You see, he was in Kibra yesterday. Me, I'm one of the
give me space.
community. I know.
Give me space.
Let me correct you, because you are wrong.
Right.
Let him finish, then you can correct.
Then you can give your version of the story. You see, handshake government was a government that was captured by selfish interest by people at the top. They actually didn't realize that this economy, you can grow it even as much as you are borrowing money from outside, but installation of basic requirements or basic needs that are within the economy, they can be done by locals. So this is what His Excellency William Ruto is doing. That 40%, the foreigners and the developers will take 40%, but the 60% of every project will be consumed by the local manufacturers and local people. So that means that the installations as basic as doors, windows, and other
will be done by the youth.
Will be done by the youth. They will be having a dignified payment and a dignified work, not giving young people jobs to go and loiter around with the jembes and
so you're saying it from the perspective, just hold on, you're saying it from the perspective of having visited the project yesterday when the president was launching it, right? And hearing what the promises are. But JP is speaking from someone who has both lived there and oversees projects there. I've
seen the first phase, I've seen how it was managed, I've seen the locals, the kind of work. So don't talk about Kibra if you don't know how
okay, but let me also
so JP,
hold on.
You know, it's something
JP,
that was said
hold on, please. But to be fair, the first phase was implemented under a different
regime.
This is a different regime.
And it was not new. When you talk about tisiju mtu alikuja kuweka dirisha, I didn't see any Chinese kuja kufix madirisha.
But they were being fabricated from China and being imported to Kenya.
Listen,
it is something that was said yesterday.
What do you mean?
You see,
yesterday, the facts of the project.
You see, yesterday.
Okay, let's have one person speaking.
Yesterday there was a woman called Mama Shiro, who is a beneficiary of, I think, the first project, the one he is talking about. She actually gave a true account of what was happening in the past arrangement. And when His Excellency William Ruto and the PS and other government officials gave a new arrangement of how they are going to construct the new houses and the other houses that they are planning to construct them next year, people were actually relating, they were actually appreciating that arrangement. And the kind
because
of
you're saying it's different from
because it was very different from the other one.
So let's move on. Yes. That's the issue of housing and that's the issue of unemployment. You spoke as one person who had been tammacking for a while after you finished school, and then part of the reason why you bought into the president's vision is because you believed that he was one of you. which means that he would create job opportunities, and this is an example that you're giving, right? So that's one of the things that was in the Youth Charter. What other ways is the government creating job opportunities for young people, or intending to?
The Youth Charter is good. Under the Youth Charter also is that we are going to launch 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables in this country, and it is dubbed as digital superhighway. The young people are going to use this technology or this kind of government intervention under the construction field, under the technological field, to access business opportunities, entertainment, and also access information. The government has committed that 80% of key government functions are going to be automated. That means that the government is, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto is going to run an open government where you can access opportunities, and even you can access information in regards to various ways they are conducting their government.
So what you're saying
that is in regards to
the fiber, the digital superhighway is to increase the connectivity to allow for young people to be able to do their jobs that are related to tech and all that, right? So how will they do that without the skills? Are you assuming that they have the skills? Maybe Wala can.
Yeah, let me assist you. In the digital space, as it is, the youth don't need training. People are starting up platform, content creating, doing memes, all sorts of things. The creative and the digital space is all about you enlightening yourself from whatever angle. You can be in your bedroom and creating content. You can be on the road and creating content. So the plan for His Excellency William Samoei Ruto under the digital platform in accordance as per what we drafted on the Youth Charter is for the youth not to be consumers, but to be creators.
How do they earn?
For example, if today you start a YouTube channel and you have access to internet, all you need is a device, a device that can connect to internet, and you're out there, and the world is receiving you. You don't earn immediately, but you work towards it. Even if you get employed today, you'll get paid at the end of the month, right? So you have to put in the work. The facilities, you'll be enabled. You'll be enabled. You're being given the tools. Go out there and toil and create the opportunities that you require for yourself. Make your time and the resources that have been given to you count.
Is this any different from the Ajira project?
It is. Ajira is about having virtual assistants, is about transcribing, is about data entry. You have to be in a formal setup for you to be able to benefit from Ajira. Yeah?
So this one empowers the young people.
So this one empowers you independently.
Wherever you are.
Yes, from wherever you are. You don't need government or the judiciary or any arm of the government to come in for you to be able to move to the next step. You'll be able to propel yourself forward based on where you are, but just by access to internet.
Okay. Yeah. So, JP, so far, in terms of what the president has done, do you see goodwill towards creating employment opportunities for young people?
I think, to be fair enough, I'm not just criticizing the president for the sake of criticizing. I liked what he did with the issue to do with the Fulis and everything. That was something so good, something noble. So that one, you give him a pat on the back. But what I'm just trying to say is, let's just not kupiga tu makofi for the sake of kupiga makofi. And that is why I had a problem with the slum upgrade, because it's something that was there. When you talk about this YouTube channel, it's been there before. The only thing that maybe they can say is that maybe trying to make it better. And what they should tell us is the president has come in to maybe whatever was there, maybe just to make a good meal and add spices in it. Not just that amekuja amepata tu hakuna kitu ilikuwa inaendelea.
But we are not reinventing the wheel. We are just helping and making the wheel move faster.
But that wheel has been moving because he's been in government.
Just not fast enough.
The wheel has been there. The wheel has been there. And the way I talked about promises, if you know you cannot commit into something, that's why I talked about the stadia. This was the first term of the government. Haikuwa mambo ya handshake. And okay, to cut the story short, he has his own good thing that he's doing. I really don't know if these things will be implemented, because if he has said we gave him 1 year, when he is only 12 months, already miezi mbili imeshaisha. Is it 2 months? We already have 6 days. Miezi mbili ishaisha, and we have like 10 months. So Kenyans are waiting. Okay, ulituambia unge nafika pesa fulani. You talked about the fertilizer. you're adding fertilizer, there's drought already. If you are going to give us this fertilizer and say kuna drought, so there's a challenge that, and I think there's a gap. And that is why I was telling my friends here that if you start on a wrong footing, if you start bringing in people who don't understand where the problem is, because I've been in that process of hiyo mambo ya youthful kutafuta kazi na mpaka tukajipata tumekuwa employers. Me, I was not employed, I'm an employer. But I understand the problem. But if you bring in a person who has been employed at the age of 18, ajai tembea kwa shida, ajai jua kiatu imeisha sol, a person like Musalia Mudavadi, and then you want him to stand as you advocate for youth. Sessional papers are there.
Okay, first of all, let me dispel the notion that the leader needs to have always gone through the exact same process.
I understand. I understand.
The people that is leading,
yes,
sometimes you have to be a model of someone who has made it against all odds.
I understand.
And sometimes you have to be the leader who has seen the other side and said it is possible to achieve that.
The issue that I'm trying to say is all these leaders have been given that space before. My point is not that unafaa kuteseka ndio mtu anateseka. The point I'm trying to raise is all these people now in the cabinet have been there before, have seen these challenges.
So let me ask you, most
someone
of them
like Soipan Tuya is a first timer. What do you mean all of them?
What my point is,
I didn't measure. I just said
JP.
Yes.
My point is, when it comes to the leadership, whether it's the president or the team that he has, the thing is you have to give people an opportunity for them to also showcase themselves. And you've said it correctly, it's just been a month or so you can't really judge their output.
You cannot
only
crucify us
being kwa hizi CS nominees who has not been given an opportunity. Mudavadi, Midhika has been there.
I just mentioned Soipan is a first timer.
Almost 3/4 of the cabinet. Owalo is a good friend of the city. Of course, he has not been in government, but he has done all this. He has been on the.
And he's a brilliant mind, so that's why he's been given the opportunity.
When you talk about the key positions, all the way started from kuanzia kwa AG. Look at the treasury.
So what is your issue?
My issue is. We cannot say that these people have not been given opportunity to perform. They have had that opportunity. So, what you can say is that labda walipewa hawakufanya vizuri, so let us trust them again to make it to work better.
I tend to disagree. Yes. Some of them have been in government, and most of them, as you say, 2/3 of them have been in government.
Can we talk
and
about
some
the
of them have done very, very, very magnificent.
One.
Like Ababu Namwamba, in terms of the youth, he was in the youth ministry before, and the 2013 Act
was the sessional paper implemented.
Yes, and it wasn't because his term ended while he was still while it was still going through the process.
Yes. The sessional paper was implemented.
When you look at someone like Moses Kuria, he's a brilliant mind. Yeah, see, we are talking about the various CSs.
We've already dismissed Ababu Namwamba because he never performed.
Why did he not perform? Because the sessional paper was not passed while he was still in regime. You need to understand how government works.
I know how it works.
Government is continuous. It doesn't end. Just because Moi Kibaki's regime came to an end, it doesn't mean all his works came to an end.
I'm talking about the goodwill.
And so what makes you think they don't have the goodwill? They're just being vetted right now. They have shown goodwill before. They have shown they can perform before. Like Ababu Namwamba, I'm clearly saying he's done.
Let's say this, that most of them together as a team are a new team, right? They're we're giving them opportunity, both the ones you voted for, in terms of you who voted for them, and the ones who didn't vote for them, but they voted for another candidate. True. And even the ones who didn't vote, we are all waiting because, like I've said many times before, if this country succeeds, we all succeed.
True.
If it does not succeed, we are all doomed, whether you voted for the president or not, right?
Precisely.